welcome back to another video, guys. This is a big surprise for you because you've never seen it before, but for those of you who don't know, this is a 1981 Suzuki GS450.
Oh my God! Wow!
And today I'm going to be explaining the reasons of why I absolutely hate it.
Okay.
Now, if you guys have seen any of my other videos, you know that I have or had a 2022 Hawk 150.
Okay.
Ran, drove, did everything it was supposed to do, but I hit a dude up a marketplace for a certain motorcycle, actually not this one, and through a little bit of finagling, we got a 1x1 trade, and I ended up with this. And there's a couple reasons why I hate it. One, because it's look at it.
Ha! Gay!
But when I got it, it did not look like this at all. There was like literally nothing on it but a motor and frame. As you guys could see, all the electronics are gone. There's like no there's all the electronics, but I had to rewire this whole bike. The carbs were not on it. The exhaust was not on it. I had to basically rebuild this whole bike. Now you guys may be wondering, well, Luke, why did you trade your perfectly fine brand new dirt bike for a 40-year-old piece of crap? And the reason for that is that I have nothing better to do with my life, and this is actually way better than just riding my dirt bike everywhere. Unlike my dirt bike, this bike has a title and has the ability to be street legal, although it is no street legal than this electric scooter right. Let me explain. If you guys have ever ridden a motorcycle before, you would know most motorcycles have turn signals on both the front and back, a brake light, you have to have both fenders, no ape hangers, and, well, it can't look like this. This bike is going to take a ton to get street legal, but I'm thinking about just throwing historic tags on it and making this thing wild. But real quick, I'm going to throw some of its problems at your face so you guys can see what the hell I'm dealing with. Like, number one, the tank is so crappy. There's no key for the whole bike, so this is screwed. The tank is rusty. There's Bondo on it, and there's no drain neck. I have no idea how the carburetors work because they're like an air system. There's no battery. There's no electronics. I'm screwed with that. Half the hardware is missing, and both the front fork seals are blown. But of course, from literally like 3 hours of owning this thing, I already had to do some side dump exhaust.
Bruh.
And the cool dude that had this bike before me thought it'd be awesome to hardtail this thing. So now I get to have this beautiful like 1 inch of travel here and the worst welds I've ever seen in my life. But with 44 horsepower and the ability to gap any cringy dirt bike kid, I'm pretty happy with my decision. You guys know me, I can fix anything and build it even cooler than it came in the box, so I'm ready to have some fun with it. Oh, and did I mention how screwed I am with all these electronics? Like, holy crap, dude. Look, I didn't order spaghetti for dinner. I'm deeply sorry to my beautiful mini bike that I butchered just to have this thing on handlebars. But if you guys thought I was going to keep this thing lame in stock, here's a little quick rendering I drew out of me stretching it around 2 feet. Yeah, that's right, I'm going to stretch this piece of crap Suzuki. Since this beautiful piece of artwork has already been hardtailed, well, I'm just going to cut the whole swing arm out and make it be stretched. And then I'm going to move the whole back wheel about right around there, and then this whole bike's going to look completely different, meaning a bigger seat, longer exhaust, huge saddlebags, and this crazy rear fender. As you guys know, I can't keep stuff boring as like my mini bike. No one wants a stock Coleman, so gotta stretch it at least 2 feet. Power-wise, I haven't even heard this thing run yet, but I do have aftermarket carbs and a straight piped exhaust, so that should at least bring up the horsepower to 50. Also, I'm thinking of the amazing idea of naming this bike Lucifer, just because the wheels look like pentagons, and this thing would sound so much cooler with that name. But yeah, with a drum brake in the rear and literally the crappiest suspension setup in history, if you guys want to race me when this thing's done, just hit me up and we'll see what happens. And with only 10,000 miles on this hog and being 41 years old, I think this bike's pretty mint for how crappy it is. Although I think the motor has potential, it doesn't look to be too ruined, so I'm glad about that. Although it is still pretty disappointing. This mower right here has more cc's than that bike. That being said, guys, make sure you stick around because this is going to be a pretty cool motorcycle once I'm done with it. So stick around and watch me build this piece of crap into something cool because that's what I feel like doing. Also, for those of you who've never built a motorcycle before, and I know you're probably going to be talking crap, but it does take time, effort, money, man hours, and all that stuff to make a motorcycle cool. So, I mean, the money thing, that's fine, whatever. I could deal with that. But it's really the man hours. So it'll probably be for that, and I'll see you guys next time.
FBI!